What's going on, everyone? It's Max with Mura Tech Talk, back after a long break. Hope you all are doing well. Approaching the end of another year here, October 2024, and I thought it might be worth having a conversation, or at least some type of monologue that y'all can discuss in the comments, or at least ponder if you happen to come across my channel and see this video. So, the current landscape of phones, I feel, in general, just cell phone technology, we're at a point now where people have been talking about this, that the rate at which upgrades are coming each year with newer devices, the leaps and bounds are getting much smaller than they used to, and phones are already very capable. They have been for some time. Even around the iPhone 10, I still see people rocking those, the iPhone X, rather. iPhone 8s even are still being used. You got Android devices powered by Qualcomm's 8 Gen 1, 2, and 3 chips, and soon to be Gen 4, or whatever they decide to call it. And these are devices now that they're telling us we're going to support these things for 5 to 7 years, and that's a long time. And when the phones are already very capable, and I don't know how much reason there really is to even upgrade on every 2 years, every other year. I'm filming this from an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I'm saying that ostensibly I should have this phone, let's see, at the high end until 2030. That's going to be probably the absolute limit, maybe, but by the time 2028 rolls around and we're at iPhone 20 or whatever the number is, I can't count, but you get what I'm saying. The difference between a jump from, let's say, if you were on the iPhone XS and you're just now saying, okay, time to upgrade, you're going to see a significant upgrade in your device. And the same for folks that maybe you're still on a Galaxy S9 or the third or fourth generation of the Pixel phones, and you're even the Pixel 5. Going from a Pixel 5 to the Pixel 9, you're going to see a big jump. All I'm saying is the technology we have available now, right now, the bigger differentiator is the software suite. And we're seeing that with this big push towards AI. And Apple doesn't quite have it here yet. Purportedly, we're going to get it on the 28th of this month for the first part of it, and then there'll be rollouts slowly over the next year for the full suite. We'll see. But from what I've seen with Gemini, Google Assistant, and the AI integrations, it looks promising, and I don't think that the processors, the CPUs that they're using for these things, the graphics chips, it's not insufficient. And even chips from 3 years ago are not insufficient. In Apple's case, you're not going to be able to get AI features if you didn't have the Pro Max or the Pro from last year. You need at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. Those are the only phones that actually had the RAM necessary to run their software, unless something changes in the next year or so, but I digress. I don't know too many people personally that are looking forward to AI features on our own iPhones. I've had some that are buying the new 16 Pros, and Pro Maxes, but it's curious to me that we're at a place now where the software matters more than the hardware contained in the phone. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. Whatever the next quantum leap is in mobile technology, maybe it's going to be augmented reality glasses, in the next 5 to 10 years. But in the meantime, with current slab phone technology, I think we peaked. It's as perfect as this tech's going to get without miniaturizing the components even more, miniaturizing the processes to getting smaller CPUs. So I think that's the differentiator. Right now, it's software, but I don't think we're going to see huge hardware upgrades in the next 5 to 10 years. Could be wrong, but just the way things look right now. Let me know what y'all think. What do you think's going to be a bigger differentiator moving forward? I still think software is it. The physical appearance of phones isn't changing as much either. I mean, we're seeing things like with Samsung putting black borders around the camera lenses, and with Apple adding additional buttons and just something to make it look just different enough from last year's model. And it's true for pretty much every company. I think Google might be the only one this year that has significant body style change to where people notice it. Going from the visor to more of an island for the camera lens on the back. So I think 5 years from now, I could still potentially have the phone I'm filming this from be okay. It's going to be a supported device. You know, phone I go sooner, 3-4 years, great. I'm just paying for a battery exchange at that point. And I think that's the most economical solution for most people with a phone. Just keep it as long as you can, right? These things aren't cheap. You know, Samsungs right now are starting at $800 at the bottom end with the S24, going all the way up to $2,000 if you want to get a folding device from them. But me personally, I want to keep and make this last. So that's my take on the current state of things. Let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, viewpoints change. I could change my mind tomorrow. But in the meantime, thinking about it, right now I think software is going to be the biggest focus. So appreciate y'all sticking around for this little ramble. I'll see y'all in the next one.